Guys? Igloo Boy here, your coach of the Kalamazoo Kingdras. So, I am taking over a team in one of my friend's draft leagues, and they are a couple weeks in. They're over halfway done with the season, and I decided to take it over as they needed someone. And why not test the waters and try it out? Try Draft League on YouTube for the first time for myself. So I'm starting in week number 7, I believe. So I decided to make a video on how the team is and what the team has and some options I have. So it's pretty much just a team overview. So if you like this video, make sure to show some support on it. Like the video and comment down below. And I definitely need nicknames because I have no nicknames. So let's just hop right in. His tier 1 pick was Tapu Koko, which is really good as it is both a great physical attacker and a great special attacker. Looking at the stats, you can definitely see it's a better physical attacker. Oh, and spoilers, those are my other mons. It's definitely got a really high physical attack, but its 95 special attack is nothing to laugh at, as its ability is Electric Surge, as many of you guys know. So having access to both physical and special moves, as well as being able to have defog this generation, is really nice. And it also has Iron Head now, so I might definitely be using that sometime. I don't know when yet, but you'll just have to see a physical Koko sometime maybe. So his tier 2 pick was a Conkeldurr, and seeing Conkeldurr makes me super happy because I haven't used a Conkeldurr in so long, and Conkeldurr is one of those mons that are so good but so underappreciated, and I am so excited to use it. This mon can be both Assault Vest, it could be Toxic Orb or Flame Orb, probably Flame Orb, so since that's 6%. It could also be, I can't think, Bulk Up. It's got Bulk Up in here. It's mainly a physical attacker. I might be able to squeak by with a physically defensive one. I doubt I'm going to do that, but you never know. And I usually decide the sets when I am playing with them. I see some fun moves I might use. Got Toxic and Taunt, so maybe a utility set, but I definitely see it being mostly a wall breaker and a all-out attacker. So my tier 3 picks, I have 2 tier 3 picks. So the first one is Greninja. Sadly, it has to be torn as Protean and Battle Bond are banned. So that does kind of stink, but it's still a good hazard setter as it gets both spikes and toxic spikes. And then its attack and special attack are both pretty decent with a really high speed. So I definitely think that I could get some fun stuff going with that. So I definitely think the Greninja is a good idea. I just hope that if I do use it, I'm able to play it how it should be played. So we'll definitely see how that goes. And my other tier 3 pick is none other than Komala. And Komala is such a fun mon. I haven't been able to use it a whole lot yet, but I've had some experience with it. So my thoughts for Komala are mostly bulky Wish Pass, as well as maybe like a Choice Banded attacker. So that could be some fun right there. So I didn't realize it had Calm Mind. Its special attack isn't great, but if I could get some Calm Minds off, that could definitely be something fun. I doubt I'm going to use it, but you never know what's going to happen. But it's got some pretty cool physical attacks. It's got a lot of versatility on the physical side, so it's definitely something to look for. 65 speed isn't really good, So yeah, but Komala being a tier 3 pick, I definitely feel is pretty cool. So my favorite tier 4 pick, I believe, is the Dragon, as it's good with rough skin Rocky helmet, and then it also has access to rocks, which I do feel is really important in a draft league format. And then looking at its attack stat, it's 120. That is an insane attack stat for definitely for a tier 4 pick. And then it's access to, I believe it has home claws, so that's gonna be nice. I might use that sometime. Sadly, I don't believe it gets Dragon Dance. Let's double check before I am bombarded in the comments being like, it gets Dragon Dance. Nope, doesn't, and it doesn't have Swords Dance. So home claws might be a thing. I don't know yet, but we'll have to wait to find out. But I definitely feel like it could be a good choice band mon. But I definitely am thinking about using it as my physical wall, so I can set up stealth rocks. It's definitely a good rock setter, and so I'm pretty excited to see how that does me. My tier 5 pick is Magmortar, whatever. Magmortar, and it Dylan, the person who had this before, decided that he wanted this mon to be one of the Z move users, as a tier 4 or 5 mon has to be the Z move Pokemon. So he put it on Magmortar, which I think is pretty cool. I definitely see some use for it. I can run like a Z Solar Beam or something cheeky if I can find something fun to do. But I definitely think Magmortar could be a threat if I can use it properly. Its attack stat isn't bad, and it's got really good special attack, I feel. So I definitely feel if I can get a good time to put it out there, I definitely feel like it could get some kills. And then I could run Grass EMZ, but I can also run something like a Choice Scarf because its speed isn't bad, but it's not great. So I can run a Choice Scarf variant, and it gets brought up to what, 295 ish, 291. So that's a pretty good speed stat considering it's not the greatest. So then we have our Mega in Mega Aerodactyl. Let me just scroll down here for a second. We got Mega Aerodactyl here, which is a pretty cool mon. I'm excited to use it. It's got a couple cool things. It's mainly a physical attacker, as you see, so I'm probably going to use it mostly as a physical attacker, but I might be able to get some utility out of it because its HP and defense stat are decent in special defense. So I definitely feel like I could take advantage of it, but I don't know what I would do with it yet. But it's cool to see that as agility. But with it having defog, it's definitely going to be a good mon to have. So I can run defog. I could have stealth rocks, whirlwind, roost. So I definitely feel like Mega Aerodactyl is a great mega to have. So I'm really excited to see how I do with it, because it's one of those Pokemon where I don't feel like it gets enough love. So I'm definitely excited to see what it's capable of and what I'm capable using it as. So the next mon is Magearna. How do I put Magearna? I feel like Magearna is one of those Pokemon who can do anything if you need it to. So I can run it as a heavy hitting special attacker, and it's gonna do its job. I could put it as a physical attacker, and I feel like it could do some good work. I mean, I'm not going to put it as a physical attacker most likely, but I can. And that's a really cool aspect that a lot of Pokemon don't have. So I'm excited to see how I do with it. And for all I know, I might end up using Trick Room. I might just go with Shift Gear. I might go Calm Mind. Maybe I could go Choice Specs Fleur Cannons. Choice Scarf. I've seen Joey Pokegame use. So I definitely feel that a choice scarf specs or choice something or just a Z move version of Magearna is gonna put in a whole lot of work. So I'm excited to see this mod in action because I definitely feel like I wouldn't say underrated because it's not underrated. It's pretty great, and I'm shocked that he got it as one of his points Pokemon because usually I feel like it would be a round one pick, if not round two, as it's a great Pokemon to have. My guess is he got it as a round two pick, so I feel he got pretty lucky with that, as Magearna is a beast. So I'm excited to see some fun matches with it. And then I have Mew. Mew is one of those Pokemon that are so versatile. It's amazing. Because it could be a physical attacker, it could be a special attacker, it could be a utility mon, it could be a physical defender, it could be a special defense. Its move pool is insane, as you can see by this little bar. All of these moves it can learn. It can learn any TM move. I believe it can learn any what are they called? The BP moves, the tutor moves. It can learn any tutor move, and I feel like this is a great mon to have. I feel like this could have been a really good Z move, except you can't have the omnivore crystals. I believe it's called omnivore, something like that. So I could have used Munium Z, so that kind of sucks. So I definitely feel Magearna was a better play for the Z move. So I do think that Mew could be very fun. I could run like Hail with the Aurora Veil, which I do think is pretty cool. And then I could also be a setup sweeper with Storage Dance or Bulk Up. Or I could be a special sweeper with Nasty Plot or Calm Mind. So I'm really excited to see. Does this thing get stored power? It doesn't. Alright. That's gonna be like I could run Swords Dance or Bulk Up and Calm Mind and then Stored Power. Oh, that'd be broken. So yeah. So Mew is a pretty cool mod. I'm excited to have. I'm excited for this team, honestly, because there's a lot of great mods. So let's just see if I can get Mew to do something good for me. So my last two mods are both tier 5 because I had two really good tier 1s. The last ones had to be tier 5 as I don't have the points for anything higher. So I'm kind of hesitant on Torterra. I've never used a Torterra before, so I think it's going to be interesting to see how this mod plays. Looking at its stats, it's got some pretty good physical attack and physical attack and physical defense. And its special stats aren't the greatest, so I don't see myself running anything like that. But I might, because you always want to throw off your opponents. So there's that. But I do like that it has Stealth Rock, but I could also run Rock Polish on this and have a good sweeper. It's got Leech Seed. It's got Rock Polish and Swords Dance, so that could be fun. So I do feel like I could run some fun things with this, but I don't know. I've never used it before, so I'll have to test it out a little bit first and see how I like it. So, yeah. And the final mon is Armaldo. Armaldo is a really cool mon I've seen. It's pretty fun to run on Mono Bug, I've heard. Again, it's a mon that I haven't used before, but I do feel like it could be very good under counter team format, as it does have a pretty good attack and defense stat. And then its ability being Swift Swim, I could have it be a set up its own Rain Dance and have Swift Swim. Or I could also just run the normal bulky set with Rapid Spin and Stealth Rocks. So being able to both Rapid Spin the rocks away as well as setting up rocks, I do feel is a pretty valuable thing, and not many Pokemon are able to do it. So I do feel this Armaldo is a very good pickup, definitely as a tier 5 late in the game. So I'm excited to see how I play with this, because I do feel like it's a fantastic mon that once again is underappreciated. I don't feel like it's a good tier 5. I don't think it should be tier 5. I definitely feel like it's a good tier 4 mon, but no one has really used it. Well, people have used it properly, but no one ever seems to think that it's a tier 4 mon, because, well, it's a tier 5 mon, of course. So we'll just have to see if I can put in some work with this Armaldo and make something happen. So that's the team overview for you guys. And if you have any good nickname ideas for any of them, let me know down in the comments, because I am looking for nicknames. The first battle that I do, they will not have nicknames. And then any battles after that, I should have nicknames on, but don't quote me on that. But also, I was looking in Pokemon groups to see if anyone would be willing to make some fan art type of deal to have as my logo for the Kalamazoo Kingdras. And let me double check to make sure. Alyssa Poland was very generous and decided to make the Kalamazoo Kingdra logo, which you see as the screen, the clicking. Oh, what is it called? I don't know why I can't think of what it's called, but the screen that you click on for the YouTube videos. I'm sorry, I can't think of that. But yeah, she was generous enough to be able to make that for us, and that is a really awesome picture that she made us. So I'm excited to see how you guys like it. But I believe that is all, and hopefully this Sunday you will see a video that talks about the past battles that happened before I became a coach. And then every Sunday, hopefully starting next week, not the upcoming one not the 7th, but starting on the 14th, will be the weekly matches. So make sure you stay tuned for those. So if you want to show some support, make sure to like the video, comment nicknames if you have any good nicknames for any of the Pokemon. And then if you want to see more content and see how this season of the PCL, I believe it is. Yeah, PCL. If you want to see how that turns out, make sure you subscribe to keep watching. So this is Igloo Boy, and I'm signing out. Peace.